What's up, gamers? Hey, once again, thanks again for tuning in to the Game and Rebirth DL channel. So what do we have today? Today we have PlayStation Vita games installation for PSP ISO, emulators, PlayStation 1, and VPKs, which is Vita games. So we're going to be installing Adrenaline, Pkgj, Download Enabler, and NonPdrm, which fixes the license on Pkgj games. So now the Pkgj config text, everything's ready to go so that you guys can drag and drop to your PlayStation Vita. Also the Thai config text, I already included the path or the information so that the plugins can work. So everything's ready for you. Now what I like to do, I like to create a separate folder where I can put all my plugins. So now since I have my 2 plugins downloaded, then I just drag it inside that folder. Okay, so now that I have everything ready, I'm gonna show you where I got the files. So I'll go ahead and leave those links in the description. Adrenaline, so we download the VPK, we go to Pkgj, and we also download the VPK. Now we get NonPdrm, and we get that plugin and download enabler. This will allow you to download files via the browser of the PlayStation Vita. Okay, so now we connect our PlayStation Vita via USB using Vita shell. Now don't panic, you don't see no files. So just remember to unhide those folders and then you will see everything, which is pretty cool. Now you have access to the PlayStation Vita. Now for the plugins folder, you guys can see I have my plugins in there. So since it's ready to go, I'm just going to drag it and drop it, or copy and paste. That's all what we need to do. So now we are going to copy and paste the Adrenaline VPK. Okay, now we go Pkgj, awesome. And now Pkgj folder, we just copy and paste. Everything's ready to go. Now we need the Thai config text. So we go into the Thai folder and you guys will see that config text does not have any plugins or information included. So I'm just showing you guys that it says the same thing. It just includes the kernel plugins and the main plugins for the PlayStation Vita. This is where you're going to install all your plugins or create the path. But you guys can see that it says plugins / and then the name of the plugin. That's how you put the plugins on the PlayStation Vita. I know that many of you might know this already, but this is for all our new gamers that requested to have a video for games and information. So we're just going to drag and drop that new config text and put it in the Thai folder. So go get those files, go to the description as well. You will find that information. Now we move on to the PlayStation Vita and we're going to install Adrenaline and Pkgj. Okay, so if you agree to the prompts, then just press X or OK, and that would be all. So now I just want to show you the plugins folder. My information is in the PlayStation Vita. If I go to the Thai folder, the config text that I just transferred with the path information is in there as well. Just to double check for you guys can see that it is in the PlayStation Vita. Okay, so now what I do, you guys don't have to do this, but it's highly recommended. I copy the Thai folder and you have another Thai folder in URO, and then I'm going to replace that, or I will paste it. Okay, it will replace it. Now I go to UXO and delete the Thai folder. Before you delete, make sure that you have it in URO. Now in the future, this will avoid conflicts within the plugins, so that's why I do this. Now once we install system plugins, sometimes we have to restart the PlayStation Vita. Just in case I restart it, since I'm on 3.68, I needed to install Hencore again. Okay, so now Pkgj, this is a great application. This is where you get all your games. So if you don't get no items, then press triangle, and then we're going to refresh the information. Now make sure you are connected to the internet. This package or this application will work via connection to the internet. So now you guys can see PSP games, PlayStation 1s, PlayStation Vita games. You can get it all here. Now I'm just going to install a game so that you guys can see that it works. Okay, so now I'm going to launch the game. When the game does not work, you will get a prompt or an error message, but look at it, it's working, guys. It's amazing, pretty cool. So now we go to Adrenaline. Now Adrenaline sometimes can be kind of picky, so if you get an error, at first we're going to press X and it says that it cannot find the PSP EMU custom firmware. So what we'll go ahead and do, either you can press twice on the PS button and it'll take you out of the application. Okay, so now what I'll go ahead and do is delete the application, and then just in case I am going to turn off the PlayStation Vita, and then what I'll go ahead and do is reinstall it. First run Hencore and install Henkaku, and then I'm going to install Adrenaline BPK again and I'm going to run it. Okay, now we get the correct information that we need, and then we press X. Now it'll download the information via the internet, the file that it needs, and then we have Adrenaline installed. Pretty cool, easy. Now I'm going to install some BPKs, meaning some Vita games. Okay, I also have some of my applications in there that I created. Now I'm going to get an ISO. So we go to PSP EMU, and in here you're going to create a new folder called ISO, and within the ISO you're going to put your PSP games in ISO or CSO format. Now within the game folder, that's where you drag your PlayStation 1 games, and also you can put in here your emulators. Okay, cool. So now I have my emulator, which I'm going to use Nestor J or Nintendo. If you want to get some examples, go to my Twitter moment and you will get some information there. Okay, so we go back to the PlayStation Vita. Now we're going to install those games. So I'm going to install Metroid, and that's the Vita game. And now I'm going to install Angry Birds and my applications as well. Now some of these games might take quite a while, and it might take double the space once you're installing the VPKs, because you need to transfer the file and then reinstall it on top of it. So 1 GB file could be 2 gigs, and then delete the VPK. It's fine. Now the YouTube apps, it'll direct you to YouTube, my channel, and my Twitter page. They're pretty cool. If you guys like them, you can download them. Also, another theme for the YouTube app that I created. You guys can have either or both. So let's try the Metroid game to see if it works. There you have it, guys. It's launching. It's pretty cool, easy. Now it's time to hunt for those games. Now Angry Birds, it's working as well. So you can use Adrenaline or Pkgj, whichever you want. Now I'm going to launch Adrenaline. Look at it, like the old days PSP. So I'm going to launch Resident Evil, the PlayStation 1 game. You guys can see it launches, sound works as well. Now I'm going to do the emulator, which is Nintendo. You guys see that I have other emulators as well already installed. So this is amazing for the PlayStation Vita on our gamers that are 3.65, 3.67 and 3.68. With the emulators, you will need to find the ROMs. So for now, I'm just going to choose Contra, one of the epic games. Great game. Never have time to play with it, but if you guys can play with it, go ahead and do so for me. Go get those examples at my Twitter moment. Now we're going to launch the PSP game. Pretty cool. It launches, guys. So if this helped, remember to hit like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends. As always, Gamer Rebirth out.